Welcome to my channel. Madrid train bombings 2004. Thank you to my viewer, who suggested today's content. It was a morning like any other morning on 11th of March 2004. There was lots of people about waiting for trains, and everything was normal. Unbeknown to those passengers and staff at Madrid train station, bombs had been planted on several trains, in what was a coordinated simultaneous attack. At 7:37 a.m., 10 bombs exploded on 4 trains in and around Atocha train station. The bombs were found to have been placed inside backpacks, and put on board the trains. These were then detonated using a mobile phone. The bombs were meant to explode all at the same time, but due to some of the trains being delayed, they detonated at the station. Madrid's Atocha station was the main target, but other bombs had been placed in stations near El Paso del Tío Raimundo and Santa Eugenia. Emergency services began arriving at the scene at around 8 a.m. Along with emergency services, local residents and people who were nearby helped tend to the victims. 3 other bombs were found intact later on. These bombs had not exploded as planned. Tragically, 193 people were killed in the attacks, with more than 2,000 others being injured. The stations had been packed at the time, during rush hour. The attacks took place just 3 days before Spain's general elections. The Spanish government immediately believed that the bombings were the work of ETA, a Basque separatist organization, who for over 30 years had claimed the lives of around 800 people. However, people in Spain believed that the attacks were in retaliation for Spain's participation in the Iraq War, where around 1,400 soldiers were stationed. As police investigated the attacks, it soon became clear that the group responsible for the attacks were the Islamist militant group Al-Qaeda. Abu Diyana al-Afghani, a member of Al-Qaeda, appeared on videotape, and claimed responsibility for the attacks. However, no evidence has ever been found of Al-Qaeda's involvement. The government still continued to blame ETA for the attacks. On March 13, the first arrests were made. It was on April 11, 2006, that Judge Juan del Olmo charged 29 suspects for their involvement in the bombings. Many of these defendants were given prison sentences. Some of these defendants have now already been released. A memorial service for the victims was held on 25 March 2004 at the Almudena Cathedral. A memorial monument is located at Atocha Station, that commemorates the victims of the 2004 Madrid train bombings. March 11, 2019, marked the 15 years since the terrorist bombings in Madrid. The attack led the Spanish government to withdraw its troops from Iraq. All these years on, and the memory of what happened that day, is still as raw today as it was then, for all those who were there that day, and for the families of the innocent victims. The 2004 Madrid train bombings is a day that no one will ever forget. In memory of all those who died on that tragic day. May you always be remembered. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to view other content.